What if I told you that manipulation doesn't always look obvious? It's not always yelling. It's not always control. Sometimes it's subtle, quiet, confusing, and the most dangerous part? You might not even realize it's happening to you. Today, we're going to break down 6 psychological signs you may be getting emotionally manipulated. And once you see them, you won't unsee them. Emotional manipulation isn't about one big moment. It's about patterns, small behaviors, repeated over time, that slowly affect how you think, feel, and see yourself. And often it happens in relationships where there's already emotional attachment, which makes it even harder to recognize. Let's start with the first sign. You start doubting yourself. One of the strongest signs of emotional manipulation is when you begin to question your own reality. You might think, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe it's my fault, maybe I misunderstood. This is often linked to a psychological pattern called gaslighting, where someone subtly makes you doubt your perception. Over time, your confidence in your own thoughts decreases, and you start relying more on the other person's version of reality. You feel guilty all the time. Another common sign is constant guilt. Even when you haven't done anything wrong, the other person might say things like, "I did everything for you. After all I've done, this is how you treat me?" This creates emotional pressure. You begin to feel responsible for their feelings, and guilt becomes a tool used to control your behavior. Your needs are always secondary. In a healthy relationship, both people's needs matter. But in emotionally manipulative dynamics, your needs slowly disappear. You adjust. You compromise. You prioritize the other person constantly. And when you finally try to express your needs, you might be ignored, dismissed, or made to feel selfish. If you're listening to this and thinking, this feels familiar, take a second, because awareness is the first step. And if you want to understand more about how these patterns work, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Her Mind Code. We break down the psychology behind behaviors that most people feel, but don't always understand. And I want to ask you, have you ever experienced something like this? You don't have to go into details, but let me know in the comments. They twist the situation. Another sign is when situations are constantly flipped. You bring up something that hurt you, and suddenly, you're the problem. The focus shifts. Your feelings are minimized. Their behavior is justified, and the conversation becomes about your reaction instead of what actually happened. This creates confusion. And over time, it makes it harder to stand your ground. You feel drained after interactions. Pay attention to how you feel after being around someone. Do you feel emotionally exhausted, mentally drained, anxious, or confused? Emotional manipulation often creates an invisible pressure. You're constantly trying to say the right thing, avoid conflict, manage the other person's reactions. And that takes energy, a lot of it. You feel like you're walking on eggshells. This is one of the clearest signs. You start monitoring everything you say and do because you don't know what might trigger a reaction. So you adapt. You stay quiet. You hold things in. You try not to upset them. And slowly, you stop being yourself. Emotional manipulation isn't always obvious. It's subtle. It builds over time. And it often hides behind connection, attachment, and even love. But here's the truth. A healthy relationship doesn't make you feel confused, guilty, or small. It doesn't make you question your reality. Recognizing these signs isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding what's happening so you can make clearer, healthier decisions. If this video helped you see things more clearly, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this, because sometimes the most important realizations are the ones that change how you see your own life. And if you want more content like this, you already know where to find it.